Welcome to my shop and to the channel, of course, and to my absolute disaster of a shop. I've got an engine hoist jammed in here. My blast cabinet is jammed in here. Everything's kind of shoved in here where it doesn't belong, including these shelves. I've never given anything like a shop tour. Maybe I'll do that sometime in the future, but not today. Well, at least not the kind of shop tour I'd like to give. There's so much junk in here right now that I can't even get to any of my machines. There's carts full of stuff in front of the lathe. I've got a parts washer in here, a floor jack. There's just junk everywhere. I use the word junk loosely because some of it's just rusty junk that is just in need of some love, including parts of the 13-inch South Bend lathe, the tool and cutter grinder, and then this random welding rod oven showed up out of nowhere. Another impulse auction buy, I guess. And back here in this corner where I usually do some of my scraping, I've got at least 2 welders and a portable elevator that don't belong here. My shop is usually much more organized than this, but there's a really good reason why, and it's a little bit of an update that's happening to the shop. Well, not so much in the shop, but outside the shop. Directly behind this overhead door here on the right is a gravel pad where I normally park the trailer I use to haul my Jeep. I've used this overhead door to load in things like the Kearney and Trekker machine and the South Bend lathe, the one I'm restoring currently. But this gravel pad makes it a challenge to get machines in and out of here. One of the things I've been wanting to do for years now is to replace this gravel pad with either asphalt or concrete, and that day has finally arrived. I've got a crew hired that has been doing some work back here to smooth this out so that I can pour some concrete. But that doesn't necessarily explain why my shop is so full of just about every tool that I own. While my wife and I were discussing having this concrete poured, it kind of made sense. Well, if we're going to do that, we might as well fix a little part of the driveway that's on the other side of this gate. The asphalt over there got damaged when we had to bring a crane in order to remove a large tree in the backyard. And of course, we said, well, if we're going to do that, we might as well go ahead and take up this old asphalt, which of course you can't see here because it's long gone, and replace the entire driveway with concrete. It'll be a much easier to maintain and a nicer look overall. Well, and if you're going to replace the driveway, you might as well go ahead and replace the front walk. And if you're going to replace the front walk, well, you might as well replace the garage floor too while you're at it. Which meant everything that was in the garage had to get out of the garage, including my air compressor, the parts washer, the blast cabinet. So all of that stuff was pushed into the shop. Well, that's not true. Almost all of it was. Some of it was loaded up on my trailer, which is now pushed all the way into my backyard. So the crew has been here throughout the week, tearing up all of the concrete in the garage floor, as well as taking up all the asphalt that was in the driveway, and managed to re-pour the garage floor. And I can't be happier with how it's turned out so far. Well, the garage floor has had a chance to cure for a few days. It actually looks like it's wet, but that's the sealer. I do believe they have to come back and do the control joints to cut the control joints for cracking. And while I still have everything out of the garage, I'm going to take advantage of that, do some changes around the air compressor. I'm adding a couple of extra outlets here for the blast cabinet and for general purpose. I'd like to get a air hose reel. Maybe we'll look at adding one of those here soon. I did have to give up my floor drain that used to be in the garage. Code now says that floor drains must go into the sanitary sewer system, and mine just ran to a dry well, like a French drain, out in the backyard, which is now covered by the shop. And it would have probably added $10,000 or $15,000 to this project to trench where the sanitary sewer would be tied in, and I just didn't have that in the budget. We've been working on doing this for several years now, and that was never calculated into the budget, so we're just going to have to do without it, which is fine for me. I'd rather have the flat, smooth floor anyway. Weather permitting, the crew should be back this week to hopefully keep working on the front walk and the driveway, and hopefully by then I'll have most of the stuff that was in here moved back in here, and I can actually get to my tools and start producing some more content for the channel. Well, this video is being recorded in late August of 2025. Well, in late September 26th to be exact, I will be in Chicago, Illinois at Vanover Machine and Repair. Kyle will be holding an open house and a meet and greet at his shop in Chicago. And if you're in the Chicago area and would like to come by Kyle's shop and meet Kyle and me, I guess, too, I'll have a link in the description to Kyle's channel where he'll be making an announcement as far as what times that will be. I'll be there that Friday, September 26th, because on Saturday, September 27th, I'll be attending ArnFest at the Illinois Railway Museum. It's an annual event that was started by Keith Rucker and some other guys interested in old woodworking machines, which is now turned into old woodworking and metalworking machines. And there's a swap meet on Saturday where you can get some pretty good deals. So I will be there. Hopefully I'll be able to run into you, and if you see me, say hello. Well, that's going to have to do it for this week's video. Sorry there wasn't any machining or welding and fabricating, but I promise you there will be some of that coming. I just couldn't get into the shop. I was a little bit busy working with the contractor, and I just can't get to the machine. So hopefully by the time next week rolls around, we'll be able to at least get some of this stuff moved back into the garage, and I'll be able to start on, continuing on some of the projects I've been working on. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. I don't know what you'd like about this one. It was just me, bunch of yapping. But hey, if you like it, give it a thumbs up. If not, give it a thumbs down. I don't care. Leave me a comment. I love to read the comments. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.